There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
What's up, guys? It's Alex.
It's Quinn.
It's Iconic Comic, and we are back on our road to Infinity War with Captain America: Civil War. We're finally here. We've been waiting for this one for a while.
Phase 3.
Phase 3, baby. Before we get into this commentary, we talk about these guys all the time. tblocks.com. You guys are probably wearing a t-shirt right now. If you're not, please don't let us know. It's fine. But, head over to tblocks.com to get a really cool geek t-shirt. You can go online. You can pick what you like. Just pick the stuff you like, and they send you a shirt. It's a really cool service. And if you use our code ICONICTBX, you'll save 10% off your order. So you have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Go on that site. Just check it out.
And also want to mention, we'll talk about it at the end, too. This is our road to Infinity War, which simultaneously lines up with our road to 10K. It's our road to 10,000 subscribers.
We're on a lot of roads right now.
I know. The roads are long, but they're coming to an end here very shortly. It's our road to 10,000 subscribers. We're about 300 subscribers away from hitting that. It's a huge milestone. Our goal when we started the channel a year and a half ago was to hit 10,000 subscribers by the release of Avengers Infinity War, and we are 12 days away from that.
10, 12?
12 days away from
I
that.
said 10.
So it probably 11 by the time this video is uploaded. But 12 days away from Infinity War, which means we have 12 days left to get 300 subscribers. So, guys, we ask you for your help. Do anything that you can do. If you share our videos to Facebook or, just talk about us on Facebook, share our page on social media, just do little stuff like that, or just drop our name in conversation. Let's try to get to 10K because we're going to do a lot of cool giveaways when we hit 10K, some live streams, lots of cool stuff. But we need you guys, so help us get to 10K. And without further ado, I want to watch Civil War.
You talked a lot there.
I know. I want to watch.
I kind of zoned out for just a second. Let's watch this movie.
I know. All right, guys. So there's going to be a timer in the bottom corner for you guys to line up your copy of Captain America: Civil War. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Man.
Dude. I still think up to this point,
sorry.
this was the most hyped Marvel movie. More than Avengers, more than Ultron.
It was, because this was one of the first movies, I feel like,
Turn it down a little bit.
that was, like, really, like, the source material for this movie in particular. It came from a great comic book.
And everyone was clamoring for a movie version of it.
Yeah. But it was one of those where the true Marvel fans were sitting here thinking, like, there's no way they're going to do it the right way.
But we also said that about Avengers and now Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
We're still kind of saying that, like, can they pull it off?
But especially with this movie right here, I mean, there's no way they could have followed the comic to a T.
No, and in almost a Ready Player One kind of way, they kept in and took away the right stuff.
Definitely.
Now, obviously, you have rights issues. You couldn't put X-Men in there, and you couldn't put Fantastic Four in there. But to make the spark of Civil War Bucky was a huge, it was a really good idea.
Yeah, because all the MCU needed was a catalyst, which in the comic book, it was, a group of superheroes.
And they caused a explosion.
Exactly.
With fighting a couple villains. It was like a TV show.
Yeah.
The New Warriors, I think it was. And that's what sparked it. But with this, they did such a good job building off of what they already had in the MCU. All these other prior events almost building up, and it built up to a head and one thing with Lagos really just put it over the edge. Like, yeah, we need to do something. They gave us the twist in the beginning of the goddamn movie, and we didn't even see it coming.
What's fantastic about this whole car wreck scene is it provides humongous plot points throughout the movie. I think it shows it 3 times.
Yes.
3 different times. So now we have
Here it is.
That scene there where, okay, now there's more serums. So there's going to be somebody trying to get it, Hydra. But then later, we find out a little bit more about that scene. This whole movie revolves around that one scene.
And they really set it up where you think, the first time you're watching it, Cap and Bucky are going to go fight a bunch of super soldiers. And then it ends up not being that way. God, like, I love Marvel's product placement. That's something so little detail, like the sugar in the raw packet. It's like, okay, that makes sense that she's drinking coffee there, that she would use that. Marvel's product placement is never in your face, and I've talked about that a lot.
She's beautiful.
She's only been in 2 movies, and she's one of my favorite characters. Think about that. 2 movies. Mm-hmm. Ultron and this. And she was barely in Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they're a team.
Mm-hmm.
This is so, like, cool. Like, there's different, and the way I think about it is there's different levels of Avengers. Like, this isn't like, even if Tony was still on the team, this wouldn't be one that he would show up to.
Right.
Or Vision's not there. Vision doesn't need to be there for this. He's too much of a, like, this is the stealth group.
Mm-hmm.
You got Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Cap, Falcon. That's all you need for this, like, small operation. Because if Vision shows up, your cover's blown.
Yeah.
God, Cap's so smart.
Falcon is... I know I've talked a lot of crap about him, but
I think you just don't like that one cameo in Ant-Man more than anything. Like, he's a little too, like, full of himself already for just joining the Avengers.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think that's what did it. But his tech and his actual skill is underrated.
Another character, like when Falcon, when he showed up in Winter Soldier, would not have thought he would have been this big of a chunk of the universe.
Yeah.
It's like these characters that you don't expect. Like Bucky too, first Cap. Bucky's huge.
You know, whenever I see a dump truck or a truck like that, I always think to myself...
This scene?
No, I always think of the line where he says, it's loaded down for max weight. You know, right there, that's cardboard.
Well, yeah. Some of it's actually really cement, though. That was a practical effect. They actually did that.
Yeah. But
that's all real.
But yeah, that is. I'm saying you can tell when it goes through the pillar or whatever. It is kind of cardboardy.
Now, would you have rather... I like it. Some people wish Crossbones wouldn't have been killed off because he could have been like a cool villain to keep alive. Dude, Steve Rogers in hand-to-hand combat is so fun to watch. God damn. AR-15s. God damn, it's so good. I make 5.
Dead.
She's learning how to fly. They're working together. I love the countdown. That's dope. Dude, in Cap's leadership, the way he's just directing everything. I love it. I remember watching this for the first time. I was just eating it all up. Like, this is amazing. I like his hand puncher things. Inspector Gadget arms.
His hand puncher things.
Boom!
Oh, jeez.
we're in the heat of it all now, and when it comes to the MCU, like going forward from here, the next 4 movies we have, dead. I love it. The Avengers don't give a shit about killing people. They don't have a no killing rule. These people are putting other people in danger. Your lives are forfeit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody talks about the beginning Lagos fight scenes like as much because of the airport scene, but they're really good still.
They are, yeah.
Nice twist kick. Damn.
You know, I was just thinking, with the fight scenes, how would that look without the shaky cam?
Well, that's the thing. In this movie, when this happened, this whole beginning, they have different styles throughout the movie of fight scenes. This whole opening with Lagos, almost every Avenger, it's like almost a Jason, like a Bourne Identity, shaky cam kind of fight scene, close quarters. Well, and then the airport scene, you see everything. It's very still cam, and I think that's the purpose. I think they're trying to mix up the styles.
Yeah, but especially with that exchange with Black Widow, it was super shaky cam, which made it look great. Made it look great, but the behind the scenes footage, you can tell like how big a difference it makes.
Oh yeah, well it feels faster, like when you're watching.
Not only that, but if you watch it without the shaky cam, it really doesn't look like much.
Well, and you're able to really give the illusion that you're hitting them.
Yeah.
So that guy right there was Thanos in the first after credit scene of the Avengers before Josh Brolin was cast.
Really?
Yeah. If you look close enough at his face, you'll really, because he's the one that holds it up like, drop it, I'll do it. Yeah, he was the original Thanos for that first after credit scene before Guardians of the Galaxy was the next time we saw him, right? Mm-hmm. The only matter I do not take seriously, boy, is you. Your demeanor is that of a pouty child. He's always thinking on his feet.
Fun fact, if you look at Cap's shoulders, it's got the A on it, when it used to have the SHIELD logo.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
So, on Cap's shoulders, how it has the A for the Avengers,
yeah,
it used to have the SHIELD. This is the first time we see it with the A.
It had the A in Ultron.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I'm say it.
In Winter Soldier,
it used to have the SHIELD.
It had a star on its arm in Winter Soldier. Like, this is very Bourne. Like this stuff. I do love it though. Like, it works. It works for this scene. But I'll be honest. When I was watching the movie at first, I was worried the whole movie was gonna be like this. She's such a badass. God. Nice. There it is.
And then the double.
Watch her do that to Thanos and he just throws her into the sun. She's done that a lot in this one scene. Grabs their one arm and just jab. So this guy, you really look at his eyes, you could tell.
Son of a bitch.
To challenge them is to court death. It's a good callback to the comics because he actually had an actual bird in the comics. They couldn't have done that. Another idiot thinks that they can win a punching contest with Captain America.
Steel. Like, there might not be steel, but
I love the look on Cap's face.
That just shows you how tough Cap is. He's punching steel, like.
God. Why do all these idiots think they can win a punching contest with Captain America?
See, why not just knock him out right here? That could have saved this whole thing if you just knocked him out.
Well, he's trying to figure out, interrogate him a little bit.
Here's where he starts to go blind. right here.
But he even admits that later because he's like, it's my fault too. Like Rumlow said Bucky, and I phased out. You know that's all CG. It's not actual makeup on him. Captain America could have died right there. If she wasn't there, Cap would have died. Here's my thing, though. In either situation, people are dying. If she doesn't do that, more people on the ground died than people who died up there. Did you see how many people were around him?
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing in my mind when it comes to Cap's argument. It's like, people are going to die, and you can't let that stop you from doing the right thing. You can't let that affect you that much where it's like, I'm just going to stop altogether. Again, throwing the twist in our face. Like, this is basically throwing the twist in her face.
I mean, couldn't she have gone, like, away from the building with it?
Like, well, I want to say it had, like, with the explosion, she's just trying to contain it and bring it off the ground. That's crazy. The technology's not perfect, but it's damn good. There's only one part of the scene where I can totally tell, and it's when he's really up close to the camera.
I was going to say, when it's a close-up.
And it's the eyes. It's almost like he's like a robot. Like,
I wouldn't say the eyes. I would say it's more the
after she kisses him, look at his eyes. I like the Mr. Softy shirt.
Yeah.
Studying abroad. Which broad? What's her name? Candace. It's the last time he saw them.
He didn't say it back.
Because they never said it.
Yeah.
Ready? Now look at his eyes when he looks up. Ready? It's the eyes mixed with like the lower lip.
Yeah.
It's a little like, I'm an android.
Binarily augmented retroframing, or BART. God, I gotta work on that acronym. Extremely costly method of hijacking the hippocampus to clear traumatic memories.
Oh my God, why didn't we see it?
It was right there.
It doesn't change the fact that they never made it to the airport, or all the things I did to avoid processing the grief.
Airport?
Foreshadow.
Stupid.
$611 million.
That's a lot of money.
Experiment. No one in their right mind would ever find it.
You remember in the first Iron Man, I think we talked about when it happened, when Pepper says like the MIT Honors Society speech is in June. Please don't parade me about this. Like, so this is something he does. He goes to MIT and makes speeches.
Makes sense.
They set it up in Iron Man 1.
They thought of it. They thought of everything.
As of this moment, every student has been made an equal recipient of the inaugural September Foundation Grant. As in, all of your projects have just been approved and funded.
Oh, shit. That'd be a cool teleprompter.
Whoops.
Nice. You know, at this point, I thought we'd never see her in the universe again.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Natalie Portman.
Right.
Like when she showed up in Spider-Man, I was happy for Tony.
Yeah.
Until she dies in Infinity War.
Maybe.
Dude, he's shaking from that. Like he's such a good actor. Like just with his face.
God, fuck this guy. That's stupid. That's a dumb idea.
A self-cooking hot dog.
That's so stupid. Stupid. Just stupid. Why would you buy that?
Now, does it bother you that this same actress is in Luke Cage as a different character? It doesn't bother me that much, but I wish they would have changed it.
Yeah.
Just because it is the same universe. I guess you could just say they look alike.
So
Just
then,
like there's Star Wars in this universe, which means there is a Sam Jackson in this universe who plays Mace Windu, and there's also Nick Fury, and it's like, well, we just look a lot alike. I just solved it.
I don't know, man.
This scene right here was very much inspired by a scene in the comic when the woman shows up at where Tony Stark is at the funeral of the kids who got killed, and the woman comes up and like screams at him.
I remember that, yeah. But I feel like this hits a little harder because it's really intimate, just the two of them.
Yeah. I remember in the comic though, like after I think when they show up to Bill Foster's funeral, Giant-Man, that same woman comes back to him and like, you know, kind of like apologizes for the way she acted or whatever, and gives him her son's Iron Man like action figure.
Yeah.
Now, I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, I don't agree like that you only fight for yourselves. I don't agree with that at all.
She has no idea.
You know how many people that the Earth would be toast twice
Would it though?
with if they didn't do anything with Loki. Loki would run the Earth with all the Chitauri, and then Ultron would have dropped that city and blown up the Earth.
How would they know that they were there if the Avengers never really came to light?
No, I'm saying, well, the Loki one would have still happened.
Invites challenge.
The Loki one would have still happened, but the Ultron wouldn't have with Tony. The Ultron, that's on him. Again, a lot of this shit is Tony's fault, and he kind of, in this movie, shifts the blame a little bit. There's the drawing. And even Steve says that. And Steve makes a really good point I like in this movie. It's one of my favorite lines is when he goes, like, we need to take responsibility for our own actions. Like, I'm okay with being held accountable, but just signing this document, that just shifts the blame around. Like, it just basically says, like, yeah, we're sorry. If you're going to prosecute us. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Viz.
Captain Rogers wished to know when this stops.
Captain Rogers.
He's wearing a sweater.
Oh, and apparently he's brought a guest. You know who it is? The Secretary of State.
His accent is amazing.
I know.
5 years ago,
I'm glad they brought Ross back, though. Really connects. Like, it really lets us know that the Incredible Hulk is really a part of this universe. We're not just ignoring it. Wonder where Liv Tyler is. Betty Ross. So I think, honestly, even though The Avengers is probably my favorite movie, I think it's between this, Winter Soldier, and Black Panther for the best film in the MCU. Just the most well-made film. Black Panther, Winter Soldier, and this are just so top-notch. The acting, it's so good. But The Avengers is still just that. It's just the first time. You just can't beat it. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
See, Ross is the complete, like, like hardcore version of the Sokovia Accords, like sign it or go to jail. And like what he just said there, like you guys don't care what you leave behind. I call bullshit. Like Steve just had that whole conversation with Wanda. Like it sucked, and that is not the Avengers' fault. That one for sure. That's Hydra, man. That one's Tony. So Tony, Hydra,
and Loki.
And in the Avengers, you guys were gonna nuke the city. You didn't think there was going to be collateral damage from that? Really? So, to me, it sounds like the people we can't trust is the government. Dude, Cap is so pissed off right now. How many of them read that whole thing, though?
Approved by 117 countries, it states that the Avengers shall no longer be a private organization. Instead, they'll operate under the supervision of the United States.
Skeptical Black Widow.
Only when and if that panel.
I thought that was Daryl from The Office back there.
The Avengers were formed to make the world a safer place. I should have done it. Tell me, Captain, you know where Thor and Ben.
Sakaar. I like how Ross is the one that mentions the Hulk. I bet you, in a way, I bet you Ross also has just a little bit of negativism toward. Is that a word? Negativism.
Negativity.
Yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
The fuck are you?
I bet you Ross has negativity towards the Avengers in general because of the Hulk.
Oh, definitely.
So his past. Smirk. I love the big location cards.
Mm-hmm. He looked drunk.
The way he looked up.
Oh my god.
Well, there was a bottle of vodka sitting there. I may be in the minority. I love Zemo, man, as a villain.
Yeah, like all they needed is just a little catalyst.
It's the small spark. An empire toppled by his enemies can rise again, but one that crumbles from the inside is dead forever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, until Thanos shows up, and then we kind of have to get back together again. Nice. That was almost like a hammer fist. Someone was saying, what if the scenes in the Infinity War trailers where we're seeing Thanos and Tony, like where Tony looks like shit, Thanos is talking to him, like, I hope they remember you. What if that's the middle of the movie?
Oh my god.
And Wakanda stuff is towards the end, and Tony calls Cap, warning him about Thanos right before he dies. Like, he's coming, Cap. You gotta save us,
oh
like something
god.
like that. Like, this scene still bothers me though, and it has nothing to do with the actual scene. It's the practical effects they went for here.
Yeah.
So
it's ridiculous.
The 1991. So cause right there, if they would, it's fine, even if it fills up all the way. But there's a shot where it fills up all the way and it's already overflowing the sink.
It's spilling, and the water's on the bridge of his nose.
Well, it's covering his nose, but his mouth is completely fine, so you can breathe through your mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dude must have a really weak core too. Like, just do one good sit up and shake yourself loose. December 16, 1991. I want a shirt that says that.
I mean, he could probably do go up from the side and get his, the back of the head on that ridge on the sink.
I want to know how Zemo got him up there, though. Dude's strong. Like, upside down and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This book and other bloodier methods to fight what I need. I don't look forward to that. You'd only be dying for your pride.
And
It just bothers me, man.
right there.
So it's overflowing.
His nose is still good. It was on the bridge of his nose. He's fine.
Now that shot, he's completely covered. I think they might have used two different sinks. You know what I mean? Like for like the filming of it.
Right here. I did.
So let's say we agree to this. How long is it going to be before the load jackets like a bunch of
Even Tony's like, God.
117, Sam. You're just like, no, it's cool. We got
How
it.
long are you going to play both sides? I have an equation. Oh, this will clear it up. In the 8 years since this is
And of course, Wanda's sitting next to him.
vessels has grown exponentially during the same period. The number of potentially world-ending events has risen at a commensurate rate. These sayings are false. I'm saying there may be a false out.
Dude, I would hate to be Paul Bettany. Like the full body makeup he has to go through every day to be Vision. That's all real. I mean, there's some CGI stuff that they add, but he puts on full body makeup for that. All right, well, we'll talk to you.
Boom.
We'll talk to you in a couple years when you're about to have your stone ripped out of your skull. Their chemistry is really, really good. In both when it's good and bad. You know what I mean? When they're arguing and they're friends.
Who's putting coffee grounds in the disposal? Am I running bed and breakfast?
Apparently, the Avengers like Frosted Flakes.
Oh, that's Charles Spencer, by the way. Great kid. Computer engineering degree, 3.6 GPA, 4-level gig.
It's not a great GPA. It's better than mine.
I was gonna say.
Charlie wanted to go to Vegas or Fort Lauderdale, which is what I would do. He didn't go to Paris or Amsterdam. Sounds fun. He decided to spend his summer building sustainable housing for the poor guests with Siberia.
But my only problem with this whole scene is that Tony is like berating the other Avengers. Take a look in the mirror, man. Sokovia is.
He does feel guilty.
I understand that, but he's pushing the guilt right now, and he's venting it onto them, and they don't deserve that. Wanda sure as hell doesn't deserve that. That was her city. She grew up there,
Well, he wants to be held accountable.
and I understand that, and I think they should be too. And even Steve thinks that to an extent, but it's the whole.
Sorry, Steve, that is dangerous imperative. This is the United Nations we're talking about. It's not the World Security Council. It's not SHIELD. It's not Hydra.
No, but it's run by people with agendas, and agendas change. That's good. That's why I'm here. When I realized my weapons were capable of in the wrong hands, I shut it down to stop manufacturing. You chose to do that. If we sign this, we surrender our right to choose.
I see that point too.
Panel sends us somewhere we don't think.
Damn this movie.
It's really good, like both, because like I said, I completely agree there should be oversight. But if you're telling me the Avengers are going to be run by a committee and they can only do missions when the committee gets together and votes whether they can or cannot go somewhere, that's just logistically not smart.
Because
Like if Thanos shows up,
by the time they get together and talk about it, it's gonna be too late.
and you know how many people are going to die? I thought she might have still been wearing her arrow necklace.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Mishearing?
Whew.
And here it goes.
I like how he didn't say why. It's like the first time we see Cap break a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's full out crying. It was his first love.
Wait till Infinity War.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
he's gonna cry. I think we're all gonna cry.
Hell yeah, we're all gonna cry.
I love how you said like during the movie, he could carry that by himself.
Oh yeah, he's just
Easily.
being nice. He's just being nice. Like, do you think he's exerting any effort right now?
Doubt it.
God. If you guys haven't watched the Agent Carter television series, it's extremely good. And it's a crime that it got canceled. The only reason it got canceled is because it wasn't getting the views. But it is really good. The look that he gave her. Like, huh?
Yeah. He's like, oh. Is it?
I like how Falcon came. And they added the Cap speech from Civil War and had her say it. It's a good way to put it in there because it's a really, really good Cap quote. It's one of the best Cap quotes ever. This is speaking to him right now. That right there,
Really
that's when his decision was made.
Yeah.
Boom. Especially coming from like Peggy, like those were Peggy's words in this universe. God, dude, that Winter Soldier scene's still rough.
Isn't it though?
Like when she like in the middle of the conversation forgets. Oh.
Yeah.
It's an amazingly fast legislation. Like it's
important.
already like. Well, that document already got finished, and like it's already into like let's roll
They've
this
probably
thing
been
into
working
production.
on it for a while. Let's be honest.
Probably since Sokovia,
Yeah,
and this is supposed to be like a year after that.
but I feel like with this, the world came together, and when people work together, things happen pretty fast.
Yeah. Right here, now we're still building off that relationship they set up in Winter Soldier.
God, these movies, they tug at the heartstrings. God.
In many different ways.
And my mom thinks these are stupid movies. Good Lord. Why do you watch this stupid
There
movies?
he is. Who
There we go.
probably the best since Robert Downey Jr. best comic to movie casting.
Oh, yeah.
He's 40 years old, by the way.
You're lying.
Nope. He's
He's
40
years old.
Yep. Hope I look that good when I'm 40. Well, how old's Scarlett Johansson? Scarlett Johansson's probably
40.
Scarlett Johansson's probably 40, right? You would think.
I don't know.
She's beautiful as ever. Stand up. You are a king. So at this point, the world still thinks Wakanda is just a bunch of like third world, like farmers. They have no idea.
Nope.
Damn.
God, just, oh, man. I'm so sad.
I almost bought that ring. There was an ad on Facebook where you could buy that Black Panther ring. It was like $4.
$4?
Yeah, $4.
And then shipping's
plus
like $9?
It was like $10 of shipping. So
Yeah.
$14 total. But still, it's a cool ring. It was just called the King's Ring. T'Chaka,
Grateful to the Avengers
the Black Panther.
initiative. Wakanda is proud to extend his hand in
So is he still the Black Panther right now?
No.
I gotta say.
Dude, he got thrown. This is sad, man. And this is he's got a good cry. This gets me like,
And like,
ooh.
after watching Black Panther, this hits me so much
This
harder.
is like Simba Mufasa. Wake up. Come on, Dad, wake up. Ooh.
Nah,
God, that gives me chills.
Starting to feel the rage.
I feel like she's a little too flirtatious coming from her aunt's funeral.
Yeah, this relationship that they have.
But they did set it up in Winter Soldier. They
But
did.
I almost don't really buy it.
See, I buy it
It's just
because
kind of awkward.
I buy it, but I think it's awkward because we're not used to Cap being romantic with anybody, and he's very stumbly. He's not good at it, even though he's a dashing, super jacked, awesome dude. His girl skills are the same as they were in 1942. Well, pretty much. And where it's like, you don't know a thing about women, do you? I think this is the longest conversation I've had with one. Like, it's still that Steve, just jacked.
Yep.
So he's awkward. I think, and you know what? And you know, the Russos did an interview where they were talking about that kiss. And they said, "Oh, it was for sure supposed to feel awkward because Cap's an awkward dude." Like,
Oh yeah.
and when I think about it that way, I'm like, yeah, like he probably hasn't kissed much. And they set that up in Winter Soldier. Was that your first kiss since 1942? You have homework. You have a lot of homework. She got there fast. Dude, the revenge on his mind right now.
Oh yeah. He's feeling the rage.
Why'd she sit all the way over there, though? Like,
To give him space.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Nope.
Oh my god. Somebody was saying, like, I don't care if you're Thor. You hear that, you're a little scared. Like, that's Cap's
Undercover.
go-to undercover is the baseball cap with the. You have those like same glasses though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you put on those glasses, you're already wearing the cap. I mean, I wouldn't even know you were here.
I know, right? Like in Big Daddy with the invisible sunglasses.
What do you want to be called? Frankenstein. All right, Frankenstein. Kangaroo song.
Kangaroo song.
All right. God,
you were normal yesterday.
We wasted a good surprise on you. It was a good movie.
That was a good movie. I feel like no one was acting in that movie.
Underrated. No Adam Sandler movie is anybody really putting their all in acting. I feel like Adam Sandler just shows up.
I'm saying like they're not really acting because they're not.
I know, but
like,
that's what
it's
I
just so
also mean.
natural.
Like, I feel like Adam Sandler just shows up on set and whatever he's wearing that day, like the basketball shorts and the baggy tees,
Yeah.
and just, all right, what are my scripts today? All right, cool. I'm going to read them. That's a really good prosthetic. That really looks like Bucky. Like, I like how he's not perfect. Like, he's learning. And it also shows that this is a plan that he's kind of like putting together as he goes. Like, he's got a general idea, but like some of it he's just kind of like, I can do this now. This would make my plan even better. I'm gonna try to pick this up now. I thought he was gonna kill this girl when I first saw the movie.
I did too.
I'm glad he didn't. Bacon and black coffee and bacon for breakfast. I guess so. Sounds alright.
That's a lot of bacon for that big ass pan.
I hope so. What are those things?
Plums.
Oh, they look like giant blueberries.
I don't know. I just made that up.
Dude.
Yeah, he said plum.
If they ever did a Star Wars anthology movie in between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, I buy him as Luke Skywalker. Like, look at his face.
Yeah.
He looks like a young Mark Hamill. Dude, I would watch that movie all day, man. Like, put it like 10 years after Return of the Jedi when he like starts the temple and like starts the training. That'd be so badass. Who's this dude though? Like, you recognized him off of that blurry ass like news photo where half his face was covered. Although my thing is, I know they're going for the comic accuracy. If Bucky was smart, he'd probably get his hair cut to really like blend in.
Yeah.
I love how he plays dumb here because he knows. Because but right now Bucky's back. Like, Bucky's Bucky. He knows everything. He knows Cap. He knows it all, but he plays dumb because he doesn't want Steve in danger. He's like, get out of here, basically. Like, I don't know who you are. Plays dumb. Whatever those are.
Some Gatorade bars.
Were they? They look like
some
crispy, crunchy bars.
Post-workout bars. That's what it looked like, at least.
Understood. It's so cool when people say that.
Your mom's name is Sarah.
See, that's bullshit right there. He's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, calls him on his shit. That's the other part, though. Especially, like, you know how fast he would have to go from Vienna back to this other, like, place? Because it's a whole different... It's Bucharest or wherever it is. It's a completely different place. You know how fast he'd have to get there? Like, they didn't even question that, like, travel part of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fight scene not many people talk about either. It's really good.
Dude, when he uses that battering ram to punch somebody, like, that person's dead.
Already working as a team. Dude, I can't wait for that Bucky Cap reunion in Infinity War.
Oh my god.
They haven't seen each other in 2 years. Nice elbow.
Buck!
Can't wait for his new arm. Full vibranium arm. It looks so badass. God, I love... He threw him.
But when he uses his hand, why couldn't you just shoot lower and just end this whole thing?
I feel like he was probably moving it a little bit.
He didn't, though.
Who gives a shit? It's a comic book movie. Oh! Damn. He fucks these guys up.
Some of these guys die, for sure.
No.
I don't know.
That guy's...
You don't think he's
That guy's
dead?
not dead. No, he's got a broken femur. Is what he
No,
has.
the one that he hit with the battering
In the
ram.
stomach? No, you're
But
not
then
gonna die.
But then his head hit the back.
You're gonna be fucked up. See, that's him right there. He woke up. And Cap's like, fuck you. This is a good shield throw, I think. Oh, Cap actually saves this guy. That's badass. That's badass. Damn. He's got a good scream. He screams a lot.
This is awesome.
He has this whole escape planned out. Like,
Here he is.
Boom.
When we saw that shadow, it was like, yep.
Immediately starts getting the best of him. Front kick, side kick. But what I do like is, even though Black Panther's winning this fight, it shows us that Bucky can hold his own. So he is going to be useful in Infinity War.
Oh yeah.
Here, a little bit of the Avengers score here. Or the Captain America score. Cool. I'm so glad Alan Silvestri is coming back for the music in Infinity War. I'm gonna be listening to that album a lot. If it's epic, like Lord of the Rings epic kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon's so cool. Cats always land on their feet.
Silently lands.
Oh yeah, let's really shit on the Avengers while we shoot into public with a helicopter. Seriously? You literally shot into a public street with a helicopter. Probably like a 50 caliber machine gun. Just go. Camp's like, fuck this running shit. Get a car.
It's like, I'm tired.
Get out. Damn. They're so fast.
Wasn't this scene shot with the cars going like 2 miles an hour?
I don't know about how fast the cars were going, but what they did was they put the guys on those flat airport treadmills, and you run on those, and it makes it look like you're running ridiculously fast. That's what they did for Twilight, too, like for the vampires running through the woods.
Yeah.
Remember, this was like an Audi commercial. Like a little bit of this scene.
Product placement. Boom, boom, boom.
It's a good product placement, though. It
4
works.
Audis right there.
Dude. That was
music there.
That was a practical effect. That they actually did that. It wasn't CGI.
Somebody grabbed a motorcycle.
Yeah, that whole stunt was real. God, this movie. We haven't even got to the creme de la creme. Grabs him by the throat. Nice move by Bucky. Cat eats bird. Nice. He almost kills Bucky right here. How close he is.
Yep.
All it would have taken was right to the chest. Right? The vibranium claws.
So did they decide that quickly to deploy him?
I guess so. But this is the part that pisses me off about Rhodey. How fast how fast he turns on Captain America. Like, Tony hadn't even done that yet. And he had been working under Captain America. Captain America was the leader of the Avengers. He had been working under Cap for the past year or so. It's like, I think War Machine really turned, really fast. Because a lot of it probably because of Tony. You know, him being as close as he is to Tony. It's a perfect cut. Cut right to that. Wonder how old she's actually supposed to be. She's supposed to be pretty young.
So like late teens, early 20s?
I haven't actually ever eaten anything before, so...
One of them's gonna die. In front of the other. No one dislikes you. I think her Russian accent got better in this movie too.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was trying a little too hard in the first one.
I used to think of myself one way, but after this,
That's so cool.
something else. I'm still me, I think.
So she got her powers, from the Mind Stone.
Not what everyone else.
Loki's scepter.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they could do a little working together. Like, maybe that's why he looks human in that trailer. Maybe she's manipulating what he looks like.
Possibly.
A little House of M action.
Oh, buddy.
This movie's gonna be giant.
You think that'd be a cool spinoff?
Dude, I would go, honestly, at this point, I'd see whatever Marvel put out there, but I'd go see a movie literally just called Vision and the Scarlet Witch. Seriously. Because that was a comic for a while, Vision and the Scarlet Witch. The way he said that.
A
It was
pizza.
It was like Siri, like, alternatively, we may order a pizza.
He is also an android.
Does he have genitals? You think?
I think he could make them.
I was just gonna say, like, it's like, really? That's it? All right.
So, there we go.
It's like, I hope easy. She's a kid.
Give me a break.
Vision's design is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Vision. I was skeptical hippo about Vision in Ultron. Like, how I was going to feel about him going forward in the universe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as a full character. And another character who has only been in 2 movies out of 18. It's
And
crazy.
You already buy them.
He was name dropped in Spider-Man. He was like, you're between Vision, yeah, he's not big on doors or walls.
Wait, what Spider-Man?
Remember at the end when they want him to sign up with the Avengers? It's like, you'll be bunking with, like, right next to Vision or whatever. And Happy's
Yeah.
like, yeah, he's not big on doors or walls. It's good payback. Payoff. 80% of the lines he says in this movie are, like, monologues into the middle distance. And just profound knowledge.
Just the amount of wisdom that's behind it.
Not yet. You're not king yet. You gotta
This
go.
right here. This right here. Oh my god! Ew, grody.
I mean, yeah, because he's not king until he goes through the ceremony.
The trials, yeah. It's true.
And then Killmonger God, Black Panther was so damn good. Like, it's sometimes hard. Like when I think back on it, I'm probably gonna see it again next week before Infinity War. But it's so damn good. Ross is way better in that movie than in this movie. I think he's underused in this movie. He's just kind of a dick.
Yeah.
He's almost a different character in Black Panther. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like I like when him and T'Challa meet up in the casino, and he's just kind of like, Your Highness, like,
The casino scene is amazing in that
oh
movie.
my god! You know that whole like fight scene was like a one-shot take.
Yeah.
So when they started on the, like, you know how Okoye is up there like with the staff.
Yeah.
It starts on the ground, and they literally have a wire rig, and the camera swoops all the way up to the balcony, and films that scene. And when it gets up to the balcony, it's a quick, and there's no cuts, a quick handoff to an actual cameraman who grabs the camera.
So if they didn't sign it, why are they? I mean,
Well, they
why
did.
they take their stuff?
Well, that they also did break the law. I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
Avengers, no, not Avengers. Sokovia Accords or not, and they beat up about 30 policemen. I like Bucky's face, just like
Not again. Here
well,
we
because
go.
he's been like, you know how much shit Bucky's been through. I feel so bad for him. Oh, this scene, man. Soak this in. They're friends.
I feel like in the trailer, he had that the top button buttoned and the tie nice and
In the trailer,
snug.
this was a way more hostile scene as well.
I'm trying to, what do you call it?
When I heard that the first time I saw the movie, I thought he was being an asshole. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Until he says the next line. Because I remember all of us in the theater when he said that was like, ooh. Like, damn, Cap. It's okay. She'll be back in 2 movies. Thank you.
Admitted it. He's owning it.
He's owning. I'm not saying he's not owning it.
I wasn't saying you were saying he wasn't.
It's not about owning it. It's about owning it and not trying to shift blame and say it's my fault, but it's also our fault. Like, that shit just got dropped on Cap and Thor and Widow and like, hey, by the way, I created a killer robot and there's a city up in the air. Like, and they just went in and did their jobs. How fast he calls him on it. They know each other so well. They're friends, man. They're Infinity War.
We're there, dude. There it is.
Oh my god. He's going to call him on that goddamn cell phone that he gives him at the end of this movie and say, we need you, Cap.
Call it, Cap.
Or he's calling Cap. Calling Cap. He is so close to signing this bitch.
I'm not saying it's impossible. It would have to be safe. Sure. Once we put up the peer documents, it'll be amended. I follow motion.
That part really bothers me, though, about Tony. Like, the way he said that, to me, it's like all he's trying to do is put out PR fire. After that, it's like, fuck it, we'll fuck with the documents, and then we'll just be back the same way we were.
But then he also said, "We'll reinstate you and Wanda."
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is, like,
I'm not contradicting what you're saying. Calm down.
I know.
Give me a break.
You did that when you signed? I was talking with somebody the other day. If that scene is not in a comic book movie, these two are like in talks for like acting awards. Maybe not Oscars, but like Golden Globes. Like, these are top caliber actors. Like Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson. Like, Marvel has top tier talent in their films, and it's great acting. But it's never going to be looked at by like the Academy or anything. But that scene itself is so amazing. So, hell yes. Like, this is when he starts to accept it. Like, this is who I am. Someone said this delivery driver is dollar store Vince or Jason Sudeikis.
Oh my god.
Like, add about 15 years to Jason Sudeikis and put a beard on him.
I see it.
I'm going to take a pee.
Okay.
Just like this now.
I forgot what I was saying about having Steve and Wanda reinstated. I forget what I was going to say there.
So, I'll get your picture taken. Got 7 billion people looking for a soldier.
You're saying some of the things you find out.
Steve, look, Steve doesn't find out. We didn't bomb the UN. It turns a lot of heads.
That doesn't guarantee that whoever framed him is going to guarantee that he would.
Do they all think at the same time that it's the psychologist in there?
I don't want to talk about it. You feel it. If you open your mouth, the horrors might never stop. You said verse 16.
Damn you, I forgot what I was saying. Like, when he talked about
Reinstating
Wanda
them?
being reinstated.
Well,
Because they're also holding Cap by that sense.
yeah, well, I think what is being meant by that is until you sign, the only people who are officially Avengers at this point are people who have signed the Accords.
Oh.
And since you haven't signed, you're not an Avenger.
Oh. Reinstated as in being an Avenger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish he wore those glasses more often. Dope.
So level 5 he's 20.
So
I
they're-
like T'Challa. He's
So
like,
they're allowed to just go.
there's a deleted scene where like T'Challa has like a conversation with like, I can't remember if it was Ross or something. I'm glad it's one of those deleted scenes that's cool, but I'm glad it wasn't in the movie. I always wondered, like, when he breaks free here, if he just puts his fingers in his ears, would it be okay?
Right?
He was really close to getting all the way out, though. Imagine if he got all the way out without him finishing. Dude, he'd beat the shit out of Zemo. Like, you know how you can tell how mad this is making Bucky. Like, he does not want to do this again because he knows as soon as this happens, he's going to end up killing somebody innocent under mind control.
Yep.
And he's just fighting it. Homecoming. Remember when we all at first were like, hey, like Spider-Man?
Foreshadow.
He was so close. I would love if he stood up and he's like, nice try, bitch. Bomb.
He's not even looking at him. He's staring through him.
I think I said this in Winter Soldier. Sebastian Stan does such a good job of convincing us when he's in Winter Soldier mode or Bucky mode just by his face.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell. Well, he already messed up that guard. And all those people.
Yeah, when he's the Winter Soldier, he just looks like he's got dead eyes. He's pissed. Like, get up.
Yeah, Falcon's just a dude without the suit. Damn, that must have hurt. I love the extra 5 seconds after this when the camera's cut. Because he doesn't actually go down an elevator shaft, but he just pushes and the elevator dents in, and Chris Evans like, ooh. This pisses me off. Like, Falcon, you idiot. Ready? Real subtle, you idiot. Like, hey.
Hey, you. Stop.
Hey, don't run away.
Around the building, gunships in the air. Sure did. It's lovely Tom Ford 3-piece too, but I'm an active.
He's still a dick. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but he's just like so.
Still sarcastic.
But I love him. Like, he's. I was gonna say he was a nice dick, but like,
He's a nice dick.
dude, I remember when we saw this in the Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Tony's face was like, holy shit. You tried to kill me.
Like he was gonna kill me.
But when we watched it, we didn't know that he was under mind control. We all thought this was just Bucky going
That
for him.
look right there. When
You know what I mean? Yeah. Still not sure how he like messed up his arm. Because remember, he's wearing a sling later. If that's all that happened to mess up his arm, come on, Tony. Damn.
There he is, and the music.
Oh my god, I love the way he lands like a cat. All right, here we go. Everybody who's watching, pay attention to when he grabs his arm and listen to the sound it makes. Ready? There is something up with Bucky's arm / his either ring or just some power he has that we don't know about, that he is connected, because I think Bucky's arm is a vibranium mesh. I don't think it's full vibranium because it wouldn't have been able to get blown off at the end. But there was too much emphasis in that scene with the arm and then the look that they shared.
Yeah.
And it happens again in the airport scene. If you pay attention. Dude. Chris Evans actually like tore his bicep in this scene doing this shot.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's actually something hooked to something, so it looks like and it's like pulling away a little bit. So like obviously he didn't have a real helicopter there, but
He almost tore it, or he did tear it?
I think it was like he effed it up. Dude. Yeah, he's in shape. And change the grip. Get the leverage. God damn.
That's a big arm. Don't fight it.
It's a big arm, don't fight it. And Bucky's like, F it, I'll just kill him. Damn. There's so many times Cap almost dies.
I know, right? They get so close to dying.
This scared me in the theater. A lot of people miss this. Like, everybody's like, why is Bucky like back to normal? Like, it's very subtle, but he cracks his head on the glass when the thing falls. Ready? Right there. So it's almost like Hawkeye and Widow.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Cognitive recalibration. What? I hit you really hard in the head. Now, I don't know how they got away from the 10-mile block like police barrier around the premises that Ross set up, apparently.
I love the way that this how this movie calls back to things.
Yes.
In the beginning of the movie, that's like, oh my god.
And
like,
they spread it out. They spread it out just enough because it's been a while since we've talked about the car crash scene in the Starks, even if we don't know it's the Starks yet. But when Bucky wakes up here, we get it again.
Yeah.
So they like space it out just perfectly where we're reminded about it. We're like, oh yeah. And then when we see it at the end, we're like,
oh my god,
shit, dude. There was an audible, I remember like so many people I actually heard like when like he goes
the credit scene
when Tony says, "I know that road. What is this?" And you see it. So many people in the theater you heard go, "Oh no,
yeah,
no."
Here's the after credit scene from Ant-Man.
You mean that? Just like that, we're supposed to be cool? Everything I could put inside me is still there. All you have to do is say the goddamn words.
What's your language, Buck?
People do.
What if he said language? Buck. Language.
He wanted to know about Siberia.
Elaborate.
Where else, Cat?
Spit it out.
Why would he need to know
Bam.
We were all like, what? What? And again, showed again. New York was there. And this is the first time I really noticed, like, you see Howard's, like, white hair, like, when, I think you do.
Yep.
He's right there.
Yeah. It's right in our faces.
Dude, I remember Kevin Smith's review of this. Like, he's like, I'm a goddamn screenwriter. I didn't see this shit coming. So she does the stunts for Black Widow.
Mhm.
And he's the stunt double for Cap.
Really?
Yeah. And one of the other guys is stunt double for Falcon, I
Here's your
believe.
fun facts.
Dude, I didn't realize actually how jacked this dude gets. Like, he's pretty alright looking there. But when he opens the door again, dude's yoked.
Jesus.
Yeah, like, he does Falcon ones. I wonder what the other guy does. With the beard? I'm sure he does something. Damn. Nice kick. Imagine throwing a round kick and picking up someone off the ground with it. Oh!
Really? You went behind him and just tried to hit him?
This movie's so freaking good.
Do you think Bucky was holding back a little bit in that little exchange?
Probably. Well, did you see how fast he just took care of that dude? I want to know about that dude. Yikes. So that, whatever pain that dude was going through when he got injected with that stuff, I'm assuming it was probably a watered down version of the Cap serum.
Mm-hmm.
Because they still haven't been able to do the Cap serum. Like, I'm pretty. It's probably what Bucky has in him in a way. Like, not full on Cap, but like just a little lower.
But the most potent version of that.
Yeah, because Bucky's definitely super strong, like super strength to an extent. Like Lord, he tossed Steve earlier. Like, but with all that pain you saw that guy going through, whatever. Say it lasted 10 minutes, but you look like that.
I would do it.
Do it.
Well, for 10 minutes? I don't know about 10 minutes.
10 minutes? I mean, it's just 10 minutes. I mean, it probably hurts like a bitch, but
I mean, like, for a reason.
but that's the way you look. Forever.
Forever?
Forever. It doesn't wear off. Well, clearly it doesn't wear off. It's a super soldier serum.
I thought you meant it lasted for 10 minutes.
No,
then
like the
all
pain.
your buffness went away.
The pain lasted for 10 minutes.
Oh, are you kidding? I would do that once a day.
Even if I didn't have to.
That's a dumb question. Of course I would. Are you kidding me?
God, Ross is such a prick. I hope he's one of the people who disappear when that happens.
Yeah.
I like the weird. It's like weird facial hair with Tony, but it's like I dig it. Like the random like disconnected like part here and here.
And here we go.
What
baby.
a brilliant way to do
This
it, though.
was fantastic.
Because as soon as we see the word Queens, we all know we all know exactly what's happening.
Right here.
Probably the loudest cheer
Yeah.
in the movie.
That's smart because he knows the fans are gonna love it. Good. Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Good song choice too. Completely shift the tone, add some levity. Because up to this point, this movie's heavy.
Yeah.
And this just, God, Marvel is so good with adding just the perfect amount of levity where it doesn't feel like we're not taking it seriously. I'll be honest, I like his hair better here than in the actual Spider-Man Homecoming movie. Like, I think he goes a little too shaggy in the movie. You can buy that shirt. I see it on Facebook sometimes.
Really?
Really pay attention to when he talks about the grant or whatever, the winks, and then like they're both sending mixed signals. That's the same grant he was talking to the MIT kids about, wasn't it? The September Foundation?
I think so.
It's a good cover for him to come in there with a bullshit story.
Yeah.
Why does she look younger here than she does in Spider-Man Homecoming? She's like 55, man. Peter Parker would be the kind of kid who wears earbuds up to his shirt.
I do that when I work out. But
it's good to keep it like from like getting in your way, but I'm not when I'm walking around. I love this scene.
Perfect.
Can you tell me a better combination of like Marvel's so smart, like of like to pick a hero to usher in Spider-Man into this universe?
Yeah.
Like Tony and Iron Man and Spider-Man, like it writes itself.
What if they had Spider-Man from the get-go? Where would we be now?
I don't know. But I don't even want to think about it. I think it's done so well here. Because I think if we would have had Spider-Man from the get-go, we would have got another origin story. Another Uncle Ben, another all that bullshit. We don't need it. How freaking smart is Marvel that this Peter Parker comes with a pre-murdered Uncle Ben? Yeah. Batteries included, basically.
Batteries included? Spider-Man.
It's so perfect, man. Not in that onesie, you're not. Have you seen that meme from Spider-Man? It's Spider-Man Homecoming, where it's the two pictures of Tony. It's the one where he's talking to him about, like, give me your suit on the pier, and then the one where he's at the end where Happy goes, like, told you he was a good kid. He's like this, and it goes, Tony Stark went from who the fuck raised this kid to I the fuck raised this kid faster than you could say underoos. Right there, the little stuff. Him catching it without looking.
And how fast it went.
It's like, pop. Right there, and he cuts him off. We all know the story. It's a long story. I was, hey, we all know you were bit by a spider. Can you lay eggs? And that right there explains the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And they Deadpooled him, basically. And they had a scientific reason to Deadpool him. So now we get to see him emote, kind of like he does in the comics with his eyes. And there's a reason behind it.
I don't know if he can go sad eyes when they turn down, but...
No, but like
yeah.
Where he's like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, when he's focusing.
Yeah, I would love to play football. But I couldn't then, so I shouldn't have to.
God. What if Ned walked in right now?
He has a lot of wisdom.
They must have changed apartments because this is a different room. Great power, great responsibility right there. You can, without saying it.
Perfect.
Dude, I was tearing up
So
first
perfect.
time I watched this.
And this impromptu.
This was improv, man.
Now he looks away.
Like
At
he
first-
doesn't know how to be a...
At first I thought he was going to put his left arm around him, like around his shoulders.
So the right arm's awkward. I like the music for like Spider-Man's theme in this. It's different than Homecoming, but he's got a certain theme that plays when he shows up. It's the little...
Aunt Hottie. To hear someone else say it, though. To hear somebody else really acknowledge him.
No, that'll wear off in about 2 hours. You're a criminal. You deserve that. Bye, Mr. Criminal.
Was he sleeping while floating?
Rebooting. Is she float? Oh, I thought she was floating at first. Yes. There was a cheer in the theater for him, too, which I think was good because I think he won a lot of people over in Ultron.
Well, yeah.
But honestly, like we talked about, I've loved him since Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want me to do this, sir? Because I'm starting to root for this guy. Like,
Really? I retire for what, like 5 minutes and it all goes to shit.
Please consider the consequences of your actions.
Okay, they're considered.
what are you doing here? Disappointing my kids.
I love the relationship between those two more than Cap and Black Widow. I
love how everybody's got their
their pair.
Yeah, but it's a friend pair. Like everybody has their friend non-romantic pair.
But with this, I feel like it's not brother and sister; it's niece and uncle. I feel like
yeah, we talk about like a cool uncle, like a soccer coach.
a soccer coach.
This is not fair, man. That's not fair. Vision's so OP.
Isn't he, though?
But then she just bitch slaps him here, though. I like how Cinema Wins explained this, because I always thought she just pushed him down. But right there, she separates the molecules to make him phasable, and then
makes
them super dense. So basically, makes him so dense that he just falls through the earth. Someone says, I can't remember what it was, but like she just put him in the friend hole. Right how far down that was.
So dense.
Even Hawkeye's like, oh shit.
It's like, huh, we got him.
So they're the ones that picked up Ant-Man.
White Tiger?
I always say that. She's one of the Dora Milaje. Mm-hmm. She was in Black Panther. She's one of the his bodyguards.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
good job.
Shut up.
Just kidding.
I do wish it was Denai Guerrera.
That would have been
Okoye.
Cool. Audi. Product placement.
Bug. Would love to have that. No.
I love that so much. He just moves over.
I'll put it on the list.
He's like, yeah.
It is awkward, but I know it's on purpose. Like, he is an awkward dude.
It's like, I guess I'll kiss you.
Yeah.
I love how he had to take an extra step towards her. He
stuttered.
1,
like
2.
It was a stutter step. I don't think she needed much convincing, to kiss him.
And then his look, his
biggest laugh, I think, of the movie.
Like how two friends would look at their friend, like, nice, bro.
And then he's like,
come on, guys.
I love how they're driving a freaking bug. Don't when they get out, it like it's weighing it down. And it pops up when they get out. It does. I owe a debt. Everybody said, why did Hawkeye do this? Because Pietro saved him.
Yeah.
He owed a debt. Yes.
Nice. I love this. I was trying to look at and see if he was wearing the ant earpiece.
Do you wish that there was? I mean, the airport scene's pretty perfect, but there was like he did some stuff where he like controlled some ants.
Not here.
Infinity War. Thanos. Like Thanos is about to snap, and a bunch of ants get in the middle of his fingers, kind of like the gun. Like,
Yeah.
What's up, Tic Tac? That's awesome. Yeah, but you're like supposed to be clean now. I have more problem with Ant-Man being here than Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, buckle
that
up.
Shield is just so
Glistening.
vibrant.
Is that a play on vibranium?
I didn't even try to do that. The CGI with Iron Man's suit here is
When he's like fully in the suit, it looks good. It's when the helmet comes back.
right. Yeah, I don't like that.
It looks like it's being put on there. Like War Machine looks great right now, dude. They're so cordial.
Yeah. Jeez, it bothers me a little.
It might be the hair, honestly. I don't know why. That looks pretty okay right there.
Yeah, because it's only like the shoulders and neck.
I don't understand why Tony doesn't listen to him. It's like there are super soldiers that, like 5 deadly super soldiers that could be released into the public right now. Like 5 Buckies. I'm trying to stop them.
What? There he is.
Actually, this might have been the loudest cheer. People went pretty crazy, even though we all saw it already.
Thanks. Well, I finished the landing a little better. It's just a new suit. Wait, it's nothing. We should start. It's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, we don't really need to start a conversation.
Okay. Captain? Big fan? Spider-Man?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
It looks bad there.
Good job.
Right here.
Yeah.
Looks awful.
I think it's about the background. I think when it's up against lighter stuff like that, it looks fine. But when you see like the background something darker, you can really tell.
I think you got that mixed up.
Trying to keep you from turning the Avengers apart. Did that when you
I love that though. All right, we're done.
Now, because it's us. Our squad of J-Sock guys with no compunction.
Black Widow already is kind of torn, like right there
Well, you see where she's standing right now.
in the middle.
Yeah.
If anybody was going to be a double agent, it makes sense for it to be her. I love how they didn't even know about Spider-Man,
I know.
and Cap just knew Barton would know what to do if he lifted his arms like this. Like, you got me, Barton? Like, he knows his team very well. Ow.
What should I do? What we discussed. Keep your distance. Web them up. Okay, go, Cat.
I don't care what kind of suit you're wearing. That hurts a little bit, like right in the back.
I won't ask the second time.
This.
The triple 360 sidekick. Damn. Nice. He's been training more.
Everyone's got a gimmick now. Oh, you have wings on your back, dude. Come on. This here. You know how strong Spider-Man is right there. He's strong as hell.
Oh yeah. Well, Lord, when he holds up the
Oh, yeah.
the gate later to get on the airplane, that gate thing. Tony's causing a lot of damage. Just saying.
I don't like that line. Not a fan.
He's just War Machine in this movie feels kind of like War Machine in this movie
Take a second to appreciate that.
feels like in this whole movie feels a lot like how Falcon felt in that scene in Ant-Man. Just his arrogance.
He's a little too cocky.
It's like, dude, you're War Machine. I'm not. I love War Machine, but it's like, is that the whole story? Yeah, War Machine story. Oh, well, then it's quite good. And I flew up and I said, "Boom! You looking for this?" I love this, the spider sense, because you know he has it, even though they didn't use it in really Spider-Man: Homecoming. That's spider sense. It has to be. How strong is he, man?
He is so strong.
Nice move.
He's strong. He's
super strong. Hero. Side kick. Sky high, ladies and gentlemen. That has to be a commentary eventually. I wonder how long it's been since that movie came out. I don't even want to know if I want to look that one up. Now look it up.
So, Bucky kind of just got in front of Falcon to protect him. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're gonna be good friends in Infinity War.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just a building friendship kind of thing. Like, this is all banter. Nice move, Cap. I love that. I think Spider-Man is probably just a dumb kid, but he should have webbed up Bucky's other arm too. It's probably the only reason they got out.
I love how much he trusted Ant-Man right there.
But then the look he gives him.
It's like, come on, man. Oh, with the tonfas.
Dude, Iron Man looks so dope there, though. In the full suit. His newest suit looks so good in Infinity War. Come on! Love that. Keep up, Wanda.
Here we go.
Vision totally holds back in this fight scene. Like, he could kill a lot of these people if
He
he really
could
wanted to.
end this right now.
Although, I bet you, I mean, if Wanda was, like, left alone, she could take care of him.
Yeah.
Dude. The landing.
Oh my God.
I like in the trailers they cut Spider-Man out of this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was just that shot without him there. We fell for it.
We fight.
Dude.
I love how slow they start.
It's a great line by Spider-Man, too. It's so good.
They're not stopping. Oh my God! God, that's so cool.
Dude, and freaking Wanda. You know what's funny? You know how everybody says Cap is kind of like, when it comes to morals, like Cap and Superman are similar.
Yeah.
And then like Batman and Iron Man are similar. But when it comes to like their actual fighting abilities, I feel like it's switched.
Oh yeah.
Like Iron Man is definitely not as good hand to hand.
Those two fighting, I don't really buy. I think those two are fighting just because everyone else was fighting.
Dude, but Wanda was like, fuck this. Here it is again. Ready? Listen to the noise, the look, and the arm.
Yep.
There's something there, man. I don't know what exactly it is. Damn.
It's gotta be.
Double jump spin heel kick. Wanda just saved Bucky's life.
You got the best of Cap right there. Not a lot of people can do that.
It's true.
But then Cap learns and he adapts.
Like this. Ready? Nice move. Trust me, kid. If Cap wanted to, he would have laid you out.
Yeah, I love this so much.
I love how Tony said that post-Civil War. You know what I mean?
What?
I love how Tony said that post-Civil War. Like, if he wanted to, Cap would have laid you out, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely some open wounds still. It's not gonna be like completely, you know, like imagine Iron Man meeting up with Bucky. Like, that's gonna be a little rough, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to see you gone. We need you, Cap. I love that. Just how quick it was. Because he had a point. Wow.
I love saying this.
God damn it. That is stuff we've wanted to see for years. I almost teared up when he said that. Like Cap and Spider-Man talking to each other like that.
You're gonna have to take this into the shop. Who's speaking? It's your conscience. We don't talk a lot these days. Right?
Define fire suppression system.
His eyes. Pew.
We gotta go. That guy's probably in Siberia by now.
I love how they're still thinking about, like...
They're still on the mission.
Yeah. Nice move, Hawkeye.
Start getting out. Let's hate to admit it. We're gonna win this one. Some of us.
Cap's helmet's really cool.
This isn't the real fight, Steve. All right, Sam. What's the plan? We need a diversion. Something big.
Yes. I'm mad this got spoiled for me, though.
But I can't hold it very long. On my signal.
Because there was a Funko Pop figure that said Ant-Man in parentheses Giant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Because
Yeah.
I would have really shit my pants.
Dude,
It was still awesome.
Those pop vinyl things, they
There's some
kinda
spoilers,
spoiled.
sometimes.
Well, they spoiled Infinity War too.
Oh, with
Thor
the...
and Stormbreaker.
Yeah. Now we all kind of guessed that, though. Like, he wasn't going to just fight with lightning bolts the whole movie. That'd be a little goofy to me. Oh, that guy's big now. I gotta go.
Okay, Tiny Dude is big now. Big now.
I guess that's the signal.
At this point, I don't think anything would surprise me. $10 says you're wrong. Nice.
Vision's
Damn.
so powerful, I swear.
But somehow he's going to be made a bitch
Oh yeah,
in Infinity War.
by
The Black
the
Order.
Black Order, man.
Okay, anybody on our side having any shocking and fantastic abilities they'd like to disclose? I'm open to suggestions.
I'm open to suggestions.
Dunk.
I always wonder what those little dots were afterwards.
There's a net. I think Iron Man was hoping to web up
Really?
Falcon.
I
Yeah,
never
that net.
noticed that. I like how the attention to detail. How he that's freaking awesome. How he moves slow. Ooh. It's the Battle of the Bugs, dude. Damn. Get that out of here.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Dude, he's so...
He kind of holds his
Agile.
own with Black Panther, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some really good.
At the same time, I don't think Black Panther's trying to kill him.
No.
I think he's only trying to kill Bucky. This is my favorite Spider-Man thing right here with Ant-Man. It's like a bug. Get off. A part of me thought Vision was going to kill him here. Oh my God. Like he was going to phase. Like there's a comic where he goes into somebody and then phases out while he's still inside of them.
And Vision causes a lot of damage here.
And right here, he could have very easily just killed Captain America. Is that what they were going for here? We're going to kill each other now? Really? It's stuff like that where with War Machine, I'm like, dude, I understand that you're for the Accords, and that's fine. So is Tony, and so is Black Widow to an extent. But neither of them are willing to go to the extent of killing Captain America for it. The subtle eye roll. I want more ice cream.
Me too. Damn it. Then there's this double punch right here.
It's a double pipe
Just-
classic right here.
Boom.
That probably hurt a little bit.
A little bit, but he's okay.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Well, he got knocked out a tad. Remember, because he like wakes him up.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any orange slices?
I never
It's
never
the
got that.
electrolytes.
I guess.
It's a funny line though. Go.
Same side. Same side.
Hey man, it's my favorite Spider-Man suit. With the little spider,
Yeah, it's awesome.
and then the spider on the back with like the square legs, like the comic. Like that's old school, man. But it's like old school mixed with new school. No school like the old school. Hey. What movie?
Incredibles.
Yep. Good call. I like this little smirk. Just little, because she's just sneaky, man. Like, she'll double cross anybody, honestly. It's still that little part of her. I hated that part. Not like the scene itself, but like Vision's gonna try to act all like kind of Wanda.
Like, see, I told you.
See, I told you. It's catastrophe.
Told you so.
Catastrophe. You're causing a bunch of catastrophe, Vision. Piece of shit. And I still, my thing right here is, how does Falcon not die if that hits him? You know what I
Because
mean?
if he was just aiming for his backpack.
He would just fall. You remember Winter Soldier?
Yeah, he would die. Yeah, he would die. He'd be Dunsky.
I like at first, he just like Rhodey, and it like gets serious real quick. The way he says it though gives me chills still.
This right here.
Damn.
Dead silence in the theater.
Dude, it was like sucked all the air out. It looks okay here. Him with the mask down. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But it looks way better in the Infinity War trailer, like already.
What if he died? Like, what if...
Falcon died right here. But don't you love how Falcon could have got away and not went to prison. He could have followed Cap. He came back for Rhodey. And they were the ones arguing earlier.
Mm-hmm. There, it kind of looks like shit, too.
Dude.
But we looked past it.
Is he using water while it's snowing outside? Just that guy like with his truck, or was that like antifreeze
It's
or something?
hot water.
Well, still, it's gonna freeze eventually unless you wipe it off.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Get out.
Spider-Man 3 commentary needs to
And-
happen.
What Russo is this?
Joe.
Joe Russo.
Yeah. That was a bidet.
Was it?
Yeah. With the 3 knobs. Well, it wasn't a toilet.
This
that's
is
for
kind of
sure.
arrogant to me.
Whatever it is, do it.
Like, he's like the end-all, be-all. I'll take care of everything.
At the same
I
time,
think it's a little arrogant.
remember what they're doing right now. It isn't just about Bucky. It's about these super soldiers that they're going after.
I'm not talking about what they're going to do. I'm talking about what's happened up until this point. With
But without
their group.
I understand, but without the Bucky thing, they would have never figured out about Zemo or these super soldiers anyway. You know what I mean? So if he would have just said "fuck you, Bucky," you know, they never would have figured out about any of this. I agree that it's a little arrogant, but I think the arrogance.
Look, as long as you agree it's a little arrogant, then we're okay.
It's a little, yeah. It's obviously a little arrogant. I feel if you're a superhero, there's going to be a little arrogance involved.
His cape is awesome.
It's very odd design, but I like it. It's almost like I said, it's like a computer chip.
It's a computer, yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. God, she's so ugly.
Shut up. How dare you?
Dude, the look, though. Because he knows that she double-crossed him. Or he knows. This movie's so freaking brilliant, man. I love how he calls her Nat, too. Ooh. That cut deep right there.
Priority on looking for things.
So this was a little callback to the comic, where Tony Stark and Reed Richards set up a prison for these superheroes that didn't comply with the Registration Act, but it was in like an alternate dimension. And they held them there for supervillains and superheroes. So a little influence and callback. It's pretty cool.
He was found dead in a burning helicopter. But police also found a wig and facial prosthesis approximating the appearance of one James Buchanan Barnes.
Boom. Son of a bitch. Stay over there. Don't draw it over here, please. You know what I just noticed? Isn't that the same vehicle that dude was like de-icing earlier? I guess for him. God, they think of everything. Just the little things.
That was like a 5-second sewage fart.
Stop.
Don't you hate when you pee on your hands?
Stop it. Get off of me. So Stark just figured out about the whole Bucky being framed thing. Which is why, when it comes to the Sokovia Accords part of Civil War, even Tony actually ends up on Cap's side of the argument by the end of the movie. When it comes to the Accords part of the Civil War. When it comes to his parents being killed, not so much. That's really the only thing that puts them on as adversaries again. Because remember, he shows up as a helping hand here. Yeah. Which is why the twist hit me so hard, because when Tony shows up to help, I'm like, when I was watching this, I'm going, okay, well, unless the trailer has just completely misled us and lied, where's this Cap and Bucky team up to fight Iron Man?
Right.
So I was really like just thinking, what's going on here?
Was that just to get us to the theater?
How pissed would you be?
Was that just to put butts in seats?
How pissed would you be? I mean, we still got the airport scene.
I'm sure it would have been fine, like with the way they would write it.
Yeah, but like to show that in a trailer and not put that scene at all, be a little bit like that was some straight WWE tag team action. Just passing the shield back and forth. I was saying earlier while you were in the bathroom, this was a callback to the Civil War comic. Little callback, little influence, not exactly, but remember Tony Stark and Reed Richards created a super prison for superheroes and supervillains who didn't join with the Registration Act, but it was like in an alternate dimension.
Oh, yeah.
So the Abomination is here somewhere also. I'm not sure. No. So the Abomination is here, but the leader, which they could bring him back, man. We always forget about him. Samuel Stearns from Incredible Hulk, where he got it was dripping on his brain and his head started to grow. The leader, Shield took him into custody, which means Hydra probably has him now. Dude, they could save these villains for Phase 4, like, and just boom, drop them on us. Bring back, Abomination. I don't know how they do it, but I like the detail that Hawkeye's one arm that pulls back the bow is super veiny. It's like super, like, because he's always like, he's got strong forearms, I would assume.
I haven't noticed.
It was a different, I don't know if it's a shot that they showed. You had a different shot. Dude, but ooh, bad move, Tony. Star-Lord. Oh my god. Please tell me they're going to do that joke in Infinity War. Like, he meets Star-Lord, and it's like, I'm Star-Lord. Who? What? The what now? And, like, he turns to, like, the Guardians.
Still?
Yeah,
Really?
he turns to, like, Drax, like, God, still. Of all the people to actually work with him, Falcon would have been the last person I would have guessed.
I know, right? But I feel like
they were so stupid and gullible. Like, they thought Stark didn't do something, really.
Like with Rogers, Sam, and Tony, I feel like they're able to see the big picture. Like Sam right here
put aside
is able to
emotional
take a
stuff.
step back.
Yeah. Well, I think Tony Ant-Man doesn't have any information. You know what I mean?
Right.
But with Hawkeye, he immediately approached that conversation wrong. Like, going right for the wife and kids. Really?
Oh, yeah. That was a low blow.
Not a great plan.
How about you let me come up with the plan?
And it might be really
And
good.
it might be really good and not suck.
Wow. Just that little thing, because what have we been saying since we saw the Guardians, like in 2014, 4 years ago when the first Guardians came out? Dude, I want to see Star-Lord and Tony Stark. I want to see those two together. And they
And then we're
did
going
it.
to.
I hope we see Rocket and Tony too. But I'll take what I get.
Ross totally knows what's up, though. This is one of my favorite suit-ups.
Oh, yeah. Right here. Here it is. I'm honestly not sure where it all comes from, but I don't care. Dude, from the first movie to now, how much better his jets have gotten, probably.
I feel like that...
Todd.
I feel like Ross knows exactly what's up, though.
I don't know.
When he got on the helicopter...
I don't think he knows that this is what he's doing, but I think he's like, I feel like you're bullshitting me a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't know exactly what he's doing because he doesn't know where Cap's going. I like how I said Romanoff, like that's her gun case. Because this is the Avengers Quinjet.
Yeah.
Remember that time we had to ride back from Australia? Is that the time we used our training to buy $3 trying to get stuff there for free? What was her name again? Dolores.
She was in Agent Carter, the TV show. Dolores.
Really?
She goes by Da. See, you say that like he's arrogant about Bucky thing, and I agree a little bit, but then a scene like that happens, and I'm like, damn, I'd do the same thing for my goddamn friend if we were that close. Like, if someone put you under my control, and I knew that it was only my control, I'd do everything in my power to prove people wrong about you. And I think that's more than anything Cap's goal, is to prove to everyone else that Bucky's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
Not just save him, but clear his name. This was a completely different tone in the trailer, too. Like, we all thought when he came in, like...
That they were just going to straight duke it out right there.
Dude. Now, this is the one problem some people have, and I somewhat agree, but at the same time, I understand the other side of it. Because Tony Stark here, because he does not, Bucky does not lose sight on Iron Man with the gun until he like goes, "Come on, man!" Like he's on him the whole time. See, I think it looks good here.
Yeah.
I think it looks better indoors than outside. Like right there, I think it looks really good. But when he calls him, "Hey, Manchurian candidate," like stand down. He calls him Manchurian candidate, making it very aware that Tony knows that he's brainwashed, and he was being brainwashed to do things. So when the thing happens with his parents, in his mind he should know it wasn't really him. Manchurian candidate, like he should know that it wasn't really Bucky. But the flip side is, it's your parents, and you're watching a video of them getting murdered. So I feel at that point logic gets kind of thrown out the window, and it's just like Tony. Might be the first time we see Tony fight straight, just emotionally. There's no he's not thinking really in this fight. It's usually a role.
Well, he says, "I don't care."
He killed my mom.
He killed my mom. Notice he didn't say dad though.
Yeah.
You know,
it's good writing. It's good writing because even though I think his relationship with his dad has gotten better even post his dad passing away, especially like with the Iron Man 2 stuff.
Yeah.
Like that part still kind of gets me. Like, fuck people who don't like Iron Man 2. Like that part where his dad's like my greatest creation will always be you. And at this point, that was my reaction. What the hell? What's going on? Why did he kill the super soldiers?
I love that. It's those the little things.
Have you seen the How It Should Have ended this movie?
Mm-mm. I probably have.
Where like the thing comes up and he's about to fight Bucky. Iron Man's about to fight Bucky, and like Cap's trying to say something, whatever. He's like, "You didn't know what he was doing." And Bucky's like, "I can speak for myself, Steve. I've done a lot of things in my life, sometimes, and I can't be forgiven for it, but I also have to live with it and all this other stuff." And he makes the speech, and Tony's like, and then he starts like using the laser thing to cut Zemo out. It's like, "All right, come out of here." It's like, "Wait, what? No, you're supposed to fight each other." It's like, "Nope. All right, get out of there. Damn it."
Makes sense.
I don't think in the movie though. I don't think Tony is giving him a chance to talk.
No.
Now a lot of people think that Cap knows that Bucky killed his parents. All Cap knows is that Hydra killed his parents. He learned that from Winter Soldier. He didn't know that Bucky was the one who did it. So he's not lying here when he goes, "Did you know?" It's like, "I didn't know it was him." "Did you know?" "Yes, I knew that your parents were killed by Hydra, but I didn't know it was him." But he's still... It's a hard conversation to have, though. Like, how do you just bring that up naturally? Like, "Hey, Tony, by the way, I learned something the other day. Your parents, they were killed by Hydra." Like... Oh, my God. Everybody in the theater went
bonkers.
But it was all... Everybody at the same time was like, "No. No." The person next to me, I remember, literally went, "No fucking way."
No fucking way.
Because right now, we still haven't seen the parents, but we're already piecing it together like, oh my God. Yeah. I love how he recognizes him, too, because he remembers him from World War II. Because he worked with him back in the Dizzy. Sergeant Barnes. This gives me chills. Oh my God!
Oh God!
That look.
I've seen this so many times, but that look right there
still gets me. And even though it was an estranged relationship with his father, that's a fucking horrifying sight to see your dad's dead body being dragged.
And then this.
God.
The look he gave Bucky, though, a little bit ago.
it's such good writing where at this same moment I can feel both horrible for Tony and horrible for Bucky. Like, I feel horrible for Bucky right now because Bucky had to go through that.
And then look at Cap just eyeballing Tony right now.
Because Cap already knows shit. Like, shit's going to hit the fan here real hard.
Oh my God.
I didn't know it was him. Don't bullshit me, Rogers. Not even a Cap or a Steve. Is that the first time he's called him? No, he called him Rogers in Avengers. Like you, Rogers, everything that's special came out of you came out of a bottle. Damn. How fast the mask comes down when he's pissed.
He's like, and my job's here is done. My job here is done. Whew.
The one missile, though, that he was going to fire and hurt Bucky, but I think Cap makes him miss, or Bucky makes him miss, or whatever. Even if it... Right here. No, where was it? Because it's the one that knocks down the pillar. Yeah, right here. If he would have done that shit point blank like that, he would have been fucked up, too.
Not as much as Bucky, though.
I feel like he might have died. Like...
I don't think so.
I don't care what suit he's wearing. You do a missile like that right
He
here.
could get blasted out of the sky by a tank.
Yeah, I mean...
Come on.
Rhodey did fall a long fucking way and not die. Dude, if only Cap would have hit both of his feet when he did this. You know what I mean? And I also, God, again, good writing. I also like how Iron Man, he's not trying to fight Cap right now. He's trying to go as far as he can without hurting Steve. He restrained him. He's like, I don't want to fight you right now, Steve. I'm just trying to kill your friend.
Right.
Now, if Iron Man ended up actually killing Bucky, he probably would have, like after a while, it probably would have fucked him up.
Who, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that definitely would have cut all ties with the Avengers right there.
Easily. Especially with Steve.
I'm eyeballing it. Get that shit out of here. I gotta pee again, damn it.
Ah. Yeah, the more times I watch this, the more emotional this really is for me. Because we're right around, like... We're right there at Infinity War. Right there. He feels awful. He says, I remember all of them. You didn't even flush the toilet.
Yeah, I did. I just didn't wash my hands. I don't give a fuck, Keisha. I'm just trying to watch this movie.
See, when Tony
I
had him in
remember
the
all of
chokehold,
them.
I remember all of them.
That line gives me goosebumps. Because, again, in this one scene, I feel bad for all three of them.
Yeah.
Damn. You know, you remember how you say it a lot, how Batman versus Superman was mismarketed?
Yeah.
This movie was not.
No, not at all. And foreshadow at Bucky Cap.
And then the little toss. That's dope, man. Nice punch. That was a legit punch. Like, stumbled him. Steve got really fucked up, apparently.
See, Bucky's not trying to kill him either.
No, he's trying to disable him. He's trying to take this.
Except for right
Damn.
now. Now I think I would want to kill him.
You think that hurts? Like he feels pain? Oh, here we go.
And there it is. The
Splash page.
The cheer.
You know what? I lied
happened.
again. That's probably the loudest cheer.
Yep. That was the loudest cheer.
What a
great payoff. That was a payoff.
That,
man.
but how great to cut immediately to this though. After that epic shot. It's kind of like in Avengers when you have the team shot for the first time, and the first thing it cuts to is Loki going, "Send the rest."
Mm-hmm.
It's like levity, kind of, in a way, but like not like fun levity. Just like, all right, let's take a breath.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of goosebumps when when Black Panther's talking about them, like vengeance has consumed you. It's consuming them, like, and then it cuts while he's talking to like slow mo of Cap and Iron Man beating the shit out of each other.
I love the emotion that Black Panther has, because he's not perfect.
Yes,
So he finally realizes.
it's a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Because he's not king yet. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Don't say do this.
Idiot.
Oh, I just can't.
But he's got
wait
a point.
till
That's
Dad
what makes
dies.
that's what makes a good villain.
Yeah.
He is kind of justified.
This. I've never noticed Bucky twitching on the ground. That really fucked with me there for a second. That doesn't sit well with me. I don't like that. That really doesn't. God damn, that really fucked me up. I don't know why.
And I missed it.
Like, he was twitching. That really fucks me up. Like, ugh.
Right here.
If that little thing with Bucky twitching fucks me up,
Look at the emotion right here. Chadwick Boseman. God!
one tier acting, man. If you can pull off that one tier acting, you know what I mean? Where you can hold those tears in your eyes while you're acting. Dude, this line. It's a big arm, don't fight it. Oh.
Everything he says just has a lot of wisdom behind it. I love this.
And as much as Team Cap as I am, when this happened, I about shit my pants. I went, oh shit. Because I don't want to just see a one-sided fight. I like the elbow. He fucked him up. Like, Cap gets fucked up a little bit.
So was I. Oh, chills.
God. In every Cap movie, by the end, Cap is a fucking bloody mess.
Gets messed up.
Oh my God, please. Yes, so much. This was a brilliant callback. Brilliant. God, what a brilliant callback. Because if you do that callback in Winter Soldier, if you do that callback in Winter Soldier, it seems forced. Here, in the finale of the trilogy, it's perfect. Now, did any part of you think he was going to kill him?
In
the moment when everything was the first time you saw it, when everything was just emotional, you were like tense.
I didn't think so, but my original thought was did he know that the arc reactor wasn't trying to keep him alive?
Oh, Steve for sure knew, because that happened back in 2013. This is 3 years later. You don't think Tony would have mentioned by the way, got this out?
Maybe just didn't get brought up.
If you didn't get a glowing piece of crap out of your chest, you wouldn't talk about it. Or now, when he wears shirts, nobody asks him "Hey, where'd the glowy thing go?" I feel like Cap would call it a glowy thing.
I don't know how I feel about this though.
I do, but I like how the Cap's acceptance of it, though. I do like Cap dropping it because
he sees his side too.
He's like, you got a point, but I'm not going to let you kill my friend.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I kind of owe you one. How does he get home, by the way? His suit's that fucked up.
Black Panther.
No, Black Panther helps Cap. Bucky, get out of there.
How do you know?
They end up in Wakanda, goddammit. Yeah, Ross was just kind of a dick in this movie. I mean, it's fine that he's addicted to him, but a little too big for his britches.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell do you think you are? You think you're Thaddeus Ross or Thunderbolt Ross? Did it.
Then that look like, oh shit.
Bilbo.
Take
Howdy.
Bilbo.
Audi. Is that the same Audi he had in Age of Ultron?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was it a different kind of car in Age of Ultron?
I don't know.
Avengers disassembled. They're really not a team now.
Nope.
So who's there? What is it? Tony, War Machine, Vision. Who else?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't think it's anybody else as of now. Because Spider-Man's not an Avenger. Black Widow's on the run. Who was all on their team? I'm trying to think of all of them. Shit. Black Panther's not there, obviously. So the Avengers are really broken.
I think Tony could make him some legs.
Lieutenant Dan, I ain't got no legs.
138.
I think I've made my decision that this is my least favorite Stan Lee cameo. I don't think it fits. I think they could have found a better spot for it. Like, I don't know. Like maybe the airport scene. Like he was like a janitor in the airport or something like that. I would have been like he sees Spider-Man.
But he's already been a janitor.
Who gives a shit? Somebody had a good idea for the Age of Ultron cameo. What would have been better is if like he was like the janitor for Stark Tower, and he's cleaning up like all the party shit, and he picks up Thor's hammer to dust under it and then puts it back down.
Oh, that would have been really funny.
You're in the right place. Thank you for that. Table for one. Assistant. Please let that.
You're getting so close.
I'm glad you're back at the compound. I don't like the idea of you wrapping around the mansion by yourself.
Avengers Mansion.
We only can.
Is he wearing a camo shirt?
Maybe more so than
I don't know.
So did they just decide to not put it back underwater?
Plot hole?
Like, why was it above water anymore, honestly?
my face in
Yeah, see the super veins on the one that draws the bow back.
Yeah. Good call.
Weird jumpsuits, by the way. Like, I don't know what's in them. Like some computer chip shit. So Cap and Bucky fuck all these dudes up. Buck, stop! I'm gonna kill someone.
I guess I thought by not telling you about your parents, I was sparing you.
So did he know?
I can see now that I was really sparing you.
Oh no! Okay. No, you don't even. I process it in my head. Don't worry about it.
I do think they could have done a better job with relaying that he didn't know about Bucky doing it, but only that Hydra did it. Like he said, I didn't know it was him. That kind of says it, but he could have been like, I thought it was Hydra, like just Hydra. Like, so that cell phone, man, that could come back in a big freaking way, and you know it will because it's the Russo brothers.
The way this ends bothers me.
Really, I like it. It's grown on.
don't.
I didn't like it when I saw it, but it grows on me. If you need me, I'll be there. Because Falcon's like, I knew you'd show up, bitch. The only thing that bothers me is I think it looks a little too CG.
No, I think it looks like too Tom Cruise-y. Just like
These credits are one of my favorites, though.
it's awesome.
There you have it, folks. Captain America, Civil War.
I did this one.
I know. We're not closing
There
out.
you have it, folks. Captain America, Civil War.
And in the credits, somebody was like in the cracks, saying that there are lasting cracks, basically, with the Avengers now. Like, it's a little...
And with when
Metaphorical.
Scarlett Johansson pops up, how it splits.
Yes. It's great credits. Marvel's got really good credits.
cool.
And I really like the music in this movie. Some people say they didn't like the music. I like the theme. Especially when at the airport, the clash happens. I love that. That's dope.
Still split.
Right down the middle.
Double agent.
Falcon. The wings.
This is a really cool concept with shadows.
The arrows.
Blech.
Nice. Nice. The Pym
particle.
The Pym particle.
Blech.
13 for Agent 13. Spiderweb, obviously. Does it bother you that Marissa Tomei was put before Tom Holland in the credits?
Nah, not really.
Dun, dun. I love the music. So, that's
What's
Captain
next?
America Civil War.
What is
Next
next?
up is Doctor Strange.
Strange. Flap, flap.
Alright. I love this after credit scene.
What's wrong with you?
I wish Shuri was in it, though. I just don't think they planned for that yet.
Sure about this?
Because that's probably her lab.
I can't trust
Uh-huh.
you.
Oh, good. Another broken white boy for us to fix. Dude, Steve's jaw's fucked up. It's almost the same spot as when Bucky fucked him up in Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That one guy was looking at him like, why are we doing this shit again? Who are these people? I love his outfit. T'Challa's. I love all their Wakandan garb. But neither of us could pull that shit off.
No.
But he makes it look so damn good. Is it just me, or is Steve's hair already a little longer? Like he's just kind of like starting to
Still
grow.
growing it out.
Just he's gonna let everything go. Bearded cap. Yeah, his hair's for sure longer. Let them try, or let them come.
Then
The
we
music?
Then we see the Black Panther. Ew.
And then
Gross.
right under that is the vibranium cave, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
All right, folks. So we got Doctor Strange
Doctor
next.
Strange next. Flap, flap.
So we got Doctor Strange, Guardians 2, Spider-Man, and Thor. 4 left, 12 days to go. We're probably going to have to do a double feature one of those days to push it in, but we're going to get you these.
We can do this.
We need this. We owe it to you guys.
We owe it to ourselves.
And to ourselves. I want to watch these movies. Doctor Strange, I haven't watched Doctor Strange in a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been a little while, but I love... Dude, that was the first Marvel movie that was coming out when we started the channel.
I remember. Yeah.
That was the one we were getting all pumped for.
That was our first real video.
But we never watched a trailer for it on the channel. It was all
Just
TV
a
spots.
Just a featurette.
And that featurette, and then we went and saw the sneak peek that we got access to, because we started it like right after the first the second trailer dropped, around September. Like we only had like a month and some change before the movie actually dropped. Yeah, Doctor Strange. Because I was always a Doctor Strange fan when I was a kid because he was so different. He was like the most different Marvel hero. And I really loved, I don't think a lot of people watched it, the Doctor Strange cartoon movie that Marvel put out. It's like an hour 45.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know if it is or not, but it came out like in 2006 or 7, around the same time as that Ultimate Avengers movie, cartoon movie that came out. There were some really good Marvel animated movies back then. I think they just kind of went, you know what? Let's spend our time doing this shit now.
I think the cartoon show.
The shows are
Avengers,
good on Disney XD.
Yeah.
Avengers Assemble's really good, and they've done so many storylines.
Ultimate Spider-Man's good.
They've done the Infinity Gauntlet storyline.
Yeah.
They've done Ultron. They've done goddamn Ultron getting the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, dude. What if he comes back?
What if,
When the dust settles, the only thing left will be me.
Dr. Doom.
When the earth starts to settle, God throws a stone at it.
And believe me, He's winding up.
God damn it, we're so close. Oh, so Doctor
man.
Strange next. So we're going to be in the thick of Phase 3 here. You know what's funny is Infinity War, which is in 12 days, by the way,
Yeah.
is kind of in the middle of Phase 3 because we still have Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Avengers 4 left in Phase 3. So Infinity War is like somewhat middle ground.
Halfway through Phase 3.
Because you got this, Doctor Strange. Phase 3 is long as shit compared to the other ones. You have this, Doctor Strange, Guardians, Spider-Man, Thor, Black Panther, Infinity War, which is the 7th in Phase 3, plus 3 more. So there's 10 Phase 3 movies. Jesus Christ.
Can't wait for that box set.
Dude. Gosh. Just so excited. It's, again, we keep saying it, but it just almost feels weird that we're this close. Because it's always felt ridiculous. Great song, by the way, for Spider-Man. I don't know. I barely understand any of the words, but yeah, it's like I remember like somebody commented on one of our videos saying that, you know, it was a really good comment. I liked it. It didn't hit me hard, but it was like, I've been with you guys since the beginning when we were just watching fan trailers and geeking out to that shit, and we're here finally. Like,
yeah, it's a big deal.
It's almost been 2 years of the channel doing, like, up to this point, like,
just
getting ready.
building to Infinity War.
Because it was 2016.
See, the MCU is a metaphor for our channel.
So you should subscribe. God,
We've
we're
come
so dumb.
far. Speaking of subscribing, we are so close to 10K.
Road to 10K.
We are really close. Let's get an exact number. Hold on.
It's like 310 or
Hold on. Let me get an exact figure. So currently we are at 9,686.
So 314 subscribers away. In 12 days, we can do that. We can do this.
With your help.
We need your help. What have we gotten? We've got 1,000 in a day before.
It's happened, yeah.
We can get 300 in 12 days. Now, back when we started the channel, that sounded impossible. But now, we know.
We can do this.
We can do this. You can do this. We'll do whatever you guys want. Well, Lord, I'll bend over right now.
What are you talking
Never
about?
mind. Never mind.
Just stop talking.
But speaking of which, though, I mentioned it earlier that we would be doing a lot of cool stuff to celebrate 10K, especially if we hit it by Infinity War, which God, how cool would it be if we hit it that day?
I would love to hit 10K
right before the movie starts
in the theater.
Dude, I would stop. Like, everybody stop.
Or if we're like 10 subscribers away, I would make an announcement and just get 10 people to subscribe.
That's a good idea, though. Well, the theater holds like 300. You know what? We don't even need. I'm kidding. It's like I'm kidding, you guys. But since I was talking about, you know, we're going to be doing cool stuff. What would you guys want to see us do to celebrate 10K? Give us some suggestions. I mean, we're probably going to do a couple live streams. We might do some gaming stuff. We're definitely going to do some giveaways with our T-shirts and probably some cool nerd items. Maybe even some DVDs, some Blu-rays. So look at that. But if there's something that you guys have been thinking about, like, oh, this would be cool to celebrate, let us know. This was dope. He's from Brooklyn. Aunt Bay.
Right.
An Aunt May that encourages Peter to fight? Hell yes. I almost thought she was going to call him Tiger.
Oh, God. I would have kind of been pissed. Okay, Tiger.
That's a Mary Jane thing. Go get him, Tiger. But I never bought it when Kirsten Dunst said it.
No.
I always read it in the comics or like the animated series. I bought it. Boom. And Spider-Man will return. Hell yes, he will. Whew.
What a commentary.
I know. One of our better ones. Also, guys, so we're probably going to do Black Panther, obviously, post Infinity War, whenever it comes out on DVD. And then we're definitely going to watch Infinity War when it comes out on DVD and do a commentary.
Yeah.
Does the bear shit in the woods. But we've talked about this in a couple other commentaries. There's probably going to be a lull after we finish the road to Infinity War between some stuff. If there's other stuff that we should watch, you think we should watch, let us know. Like, you know, we could possibly do like The Incredibles before Incredibles 2 comes out. Or what else is coming out this summer? Deadpool?
Yeah.
Dude, Deadpool would be fun. Or
School of Rock? Do School of Rock.
before Solo, do Rogue One.
Maybe.
That's one of the anthology films. There's a lot of stuff we could do. We haven't watched Wonder Woman either on here. We watched Batman vs. Superman, but not Wonder Woman yet. We could probably save that for later in the year when we get closer to Aquaman, though.
We'll see. We'll see when we get there.
You're not comfortable watching any
We'll
more
jump-
DC movies?
We'll jump that hurdle when we get to it.
Hey, Wonder Woman's not a hurdle. Wonder Woman's good.
Nah, it was very good.
I would watch Man of Steel, though.
All
Anyway.
right, guys. Well, if you guys liked what you saw, make sure you guys like,
Comment.
share,
Subscribe.
so that you don't miss anything from this channel. Also, go check out our other commentaries if you haven't seen them already.
And don't forget to also check us out on the Stardust app. That way you see our latest reactions to all the movies and TV shows that we see, including 12 days from now, Avengers Infinity War.
Make sure you guys stay tuned.
Stay iconic.
And cue music.
Holy Grail.